Aqua gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl, Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aqua gang. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guides give us exactly what we need to know for my Aqua gang, my Aquarius gang, Sun, Rising, and Venus signs, you guys. These messages are general. They may or may not resonate. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. How tarot works, okay? Cross watchers, you are welcome. Just place yourself where you belong in the storyline and leave the rest, okay? Please click the like button, guys, as well as the subscribe button. If you want to make it official, become a part of the gang, do that, do that. Thanks for those of you who always click the like button. It's one of the hugest ways to donate energetically, and it helps us grow. It helps people find us. So I think that's all that we have for our morning announcements. You like, girl, it ain't morning? Okay. Anyway, depending on where you are, that's it for our announcements. I'm avoiding this. I'm like, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do this. The spirit is like, you have to. So what we have here, you guys, is someone who is hell-bent on holding on to the connection, holding on to the past, holding on to the way that things used to be. They're actually obsessing about it, okay? One of the very first cards out, which confused me at first, but it doesn't anymore, is divorce in the reverse. It says, I'm ending my long-term relationship to be with you. Now, I don't get that this was a third party. For some of you, it might have been. This might have been a liar. This could have been somebody who said that they were going to walk away from someone or walk away from something, like a habit, right? Especially with escapism right below. They definitely told you that they were a work in progress. And you may have come to find that this person never intended to make necessary changes. They never intended to grow the fuck up, right? They never intended to show up in the ways that they said that they would. Okay, they were pouring from an empty cup is the phrase that I'm hearing. So this is somebody who this is someone who wanted you to sign up for empty promises, false hopes, if you will. Now, judging by the next couple of cards, I do feel like this person thought that that would just be the case, right? We have the Devil and we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This is in the positioning of this person's current energy, their current feelings. This person is definitely very selfish. That goes without saying, especially with the Four of Pentacles that comes right after. This is the selfishness of someone who feels like things were written in stone, right? They feel like the two of you had an agreement and now you're switching it up, or now you are backpedaling and pussy popping, or you are breaching a contract. I'm saying contract because of this divorce card, right? So either you were married to this person, that doesn't have to be all of you. I feel like that's some of you possibly. There's a separation going on here, or you are serious this time about divorcing this motherfucker. You're like, I'm done. Like, I don't have to deal with this. This is no longer healthy for me. For others of you, this is just contractually. This person feels as though at the beginning of this connection, or when this connection began, that you signed up for certain behavior. And now all of a sudden you're acting like you're no longer going to pour into or give into said behavior. This is definitely at the forefront of their mind. You breaching this contract, you going against your word. Now, let's not even get into the broken promises that this person brought, because that's where the selfishness comes into play. This is somebody who believes that they can say it, not do it, and that's what the two of you signed up for. So you might actually be holding this person accountable, right? Holding their feet to the fire, asking the right questions, making them do the work, making them put in the effort, asking about when things are going to actually come through, follow through, right? And I feel like in their mind, that was not a part of the deal, okay? You holding them accountable, you asking for what they actually said that they were going to give you, yeah, never part of the deal. This could be a Capricorn for some of you, but not all of you, okay? We have a lot of Earth here. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This is somebody who has the ability to show up, but I feel like they're stingy. This is somebody who is stingy with the things that they have, stingy with their resources, but they require... That's the phrasing that I'm hearing. They require the person that they're with to give their all, but they half-ass it, if at all, right? Like if they give anything, it's definitely half-assed. So what this looks like is somebody who, as an example, they would hold on to all of their resources and have you pay for everything. Or they would, you know, come around when they have the time to. They would want you to make yourselves available for them, even though they wouldn't do the same thing. This is somebody who requires things that they wouldn't themselves provide and or do. So why are they here? Well, because they, in their mind, you signed a contract with them. That doesn't have to be the case. This is this person's thought process at this juncture. They are very upset, okay, by your recent behavior. They are feeling the brunt of the lack of love or emotions or resources. This person feels insecure at this juncture. The Four of Pentacles can signify lack of security. I do feel like this person is selfish in this way because of what they've gone through in their past. That doesn't make it right. Yeah, I feel like they weren't given a lot as a child or as a teenager. They may have had to really dig their own success out of the mud. This is somebody who feels entitled to other people's resources because they have a chip on their shoulder about how they had to come about in life and do things for themselves. So they feel entitled to have certain resources that they did not work for or that they did not earn. More notably in their romantic connections, I don't get that this person behaves this way in their work atmosphere because they can't. So yeah, so for me to say that this is somebody who lacks power in a lot of areas in their life. So they try to relinquish power they try to gain power in the connections, their romantic connections. That's where they seek to gain their power, their control. Yeah, Four of Pentacles is control. So depending on how long this pattern has occurred, if you have flipped this Ace of Cups into the reverse, that means you're no longer allowing this fountain of love, this fountain of youth, this fountain of emotions and support and energy to flow as freely as you did in the past. This person feels as if you are devoid this contract. You have breached the contract. You are indebted. So this is why they are here. They are losing sleep over this. Okay, I do feel like this is somebody who possibly tried to go towards other connections, but they weren't the Ace of Cups, right? They may have dealt with a few Knight of Cups, you know, people who had a little bit to give, a little bit of resources. These weren't people that were feeding them in the way that you were feeding them. So I hate that language. This person was feeding off of you, quite literally. This is also someone who seeks to control your mind, your mental space. So for them, in order to control your mind or mental space would allow them to control the situation. So yeah, tell you what you want to hear and then just continue to tell you what you want to hear. Push out the time frame, right? Move the goalposts, move the goalposts, move the goalposts. Say they're going to do something, then when you show up and tell them that when are they going to do it, ask them when they're going to do it, they move the goalposts. And this isn't a ploy to never have to show up and do the things that they said that they were going to do, right? That's that Seven of Pentacles energy. Seven of Swords, excuse me. Yeah, so Seven of Pentacles as well is what they're saying. Even though we don't have the Pentacles here just yet, Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds. This person plants seeds, okay, to get people on board with this contractual agreement. It's a verbal contract in their mind, okay? They like transactional connections and they never want to be on the giving end of those transactions. So it's quite off-putting to this person that you are deciding to cut them off. So whether financially, whether sexually, whether mentally, whether physically, whether communicatively, you cutting them off in their mind is not acceptable. I do feel like this person seeks to bother you, you guys, okay? Trigger you, make your life unbearable. They may be really leaning into some bad habits with escapism here. So drinking, smoking, sex, addictive energy, right? Sticking it and moving it. This person operates out of their shadows with the Devil card here, right? So that's what they lean into when things are not going right in their life. They move towards unhealthy actions, unhealthy traits to fill a void. It's a void that will never be filled, right? And they put their romantic partners in the position, or they try to with this Seven of Swords. They don't actually tell you this is what they're doing. They tell you something else. They tell you what you want to hear. But the point is to get you to turn on this fountain and have things overflowing. They put their romantic partners in the position to continuously try to fill the void. A void that will never be filled. I'm getting a visualization of like a black hole. It doesn't matter how much you pour in. It doesn't matter how much you do. It doesn't matter how much you try to show up. It doesn't matter what changes you make. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter. There will always be more. You may have noticed this. You got hip to the game. You noticed how heavy it was. It's like, I just did something for you. I just did that. Does that not matter? So a good example of this would be if you do something for someone, if you show up for them, if you support them, if you give them something, gift them something, something of value. Okay. Ace of Cups is a very big daddy, big mama offer. This is not small fries. To give something like this, and then whoever you're dealing with, this person, whoever they're dealing with, instead of showing gratitude and acknowledging what someone has done for you, giving them their flowers, saying thank you at the very bare minimum least, they will try to make it appear as if it wasn't done, or they didn't ask you to do it. Or it's like, oh, thank you for the moment. And then the very next second is like, what else you got? What else you got? What else you got? It's like never ending. It's never ending. Yet you ended it. What a very hard relationship this was, you guys, with the 10 of Wands. And for some of you, you only stayed in this, especially if you married this person. Okay. You married into a lie, unfortunately, right? And for some of you, this might be common law marriage is what they're saying. So this could be like being with someone for many of years and sharing assets, sharing finances, living with them, right? Even if that's not you, it doesn't matter. You invested into a lie, no matter what your circumstances. And in this person's mind, there was a contract that you invested into. 10 of Wands is a long time, okay? In one of my decks, the 10 of Wands is signified by like an uphill battle. It's literally going up a mountain, and 10 is the end. So you would have gotten to the top of this mountain just to realize there's nothing there for you. You poured into it, you gave to it, you did for it, you showed up, you showed out, and then you get to the pentacle, and in order to receive your reward, just to recognize there's nothing there for you. Not even scenery. There ain't no water there for you. There ain't no nothing. So you might feel bamboozled. Yeah, you stayed, or you would have continued to pour in this out of fear of a missed opportunity. Okay, there were emotions here at one point in time, or at least you thought they were. Again, this is a liar, right? So they will tell you very believable lies about their emotions, about their feelings, with the ploy to get you to invest in those lies. They plant the seeds to rev up the emotions, to gain access to your emotional space, your emotional body. And once you're emotional in their mind, then yeah, you don't want to miss out, do you? You don't want to miss out on all the things that are at the top of this pinnacle, at the top of this mountain. You might as well keep climbing. You've gotten this far, 5 years in, 3 months in, 5 weeks in. Some of you may be on your own time clock. Going against your own time clock is the phrase that I'm hearing. So looking at your age, or looking at what you want by a certain age, that might have gotten you into a little bit of a pickle. They like that. They like for you to be up in your head, to second guess. If you walk away at this juncture after pouring in almost 10 pentacles, it's a lot of work, Anna. It's a lot of work. It says never the end. They would have just created another mountain for you. In fact, that's what they're trying to do. This is why they're here. But I feel like you've changed the game, okay? You weren't even in it as a game, but once you recognize that it was a game, you're about to play this shit better than them. I'm getting pissed off now, you guys. I am. I really am. I can't. Now, even if you have disconnected from this person a long time ago, they feel possessive over you. This is why they are showing up. In their mind, they planted the right seeds, okay? They created the right lies. They created the right setup. They set the play up just right. How dare you breach the contract? You said that you were down for lies forever and ever and ever and ever. I need to just take a deep breath. Let me just relax, please. Yeah, I just keep getting this visualization, you guys, of an uphill battle, going up a mountain. Okay, back-breaking circumstances in this connection. Purposefully hurting you with this Nine of Swords here. Okay, to humble you. Okay, diminish your worth, diminish your strength. Okay, this person likes to chip away at people's strength, at people's courage, their mental space. Because if you're gone mentally, then you're more than likely not going to move physically. You can't make it up. You cannot make this shit up. So I'm definitely sending you love and light if you are resonating with this message up until this point. It was an exhausting, hard battle. One that it was hard, right? Like, you've invested this much. Ace of Cups, that's fucking a lot. Okay, that's a lot. And the lie in which you were being told is that if you do this, then I'll give you this. Just wait until this happens. Just wait until this happens. Just wait until this happens. And you're moving up the mountain and you're like, damn, I have invested so much. I might as well keep going. I might as well keep going. I might as well keep going. And there's nothing at the top of that mountain. In fact, when you get to the top of the mountain, you will realize that this person will build another mountain for you. I can't wait to see what you got coming in the new, baby. Because I hope your new person, okay, this person need to catch a fade from your new person. I'm just saying, I don't condone violence, but they chose violence. The fuck? Emotions are weakness. See? And this is why they seek to tap into people's emotions, the emotional body. Remember? You were giving Ace of Cups. The only thing that they've been running into since you is the Knight of Cups. That's not enough for them. Remember, they've got this black hole they need filled up. And only you were able to do that at the rate that you were doing it and at the quality, baby. Okay? Quality. So yeah, for them, they don't delve into emotions. So this person lacks emotional maturity. For some of you, they lack emotions, period, point blank, the end. They don't dig into it. They don't even touch it. So there's no empathy there. There's no sympathizing. There's no viewing things from the other person's perspective, because that's not even a thought, my G. It's not even in their vocabulary, other people. Emotions, right? Like this is somebody who will actively run from any emotional attachment, because for them, that's a weakness. But they do like for their romantic connections to be very emotional, because for them, the weakness is stupidity. That doesn't have to be true, but this is how their mind works, you guys. And when they feel like they got you stupid enough, they start running them up. You may have really had to go through some real bullshit with this person. A lot. Passion. So perhaps the sex had your mind gone, right? There's no judgment there. Only take it if it resonates. The sex might be what had you holding on to this connection, because they damn sure weren't pouring anything else. All right. And for some of you, even if the sex was lackluster, the way in which they manipulated the emotional connection between the two of you would have had you thinking it was way more than what it was. You woke up. You did wake up. But this person is not, they're not privy to that. They don't know the ways in which you've transformed, you guys, okay? They're quite angry that you're able to move on, or that you felt like you had the audacity to move on, to start elsewhere. For some of you, you may have fallen off the grid, is what I'm hearing. So you're not posting online. They don't have any idea about what's going on in your life, or who you're seeing, or what you're doing, or what you're up to. They're hoping that you're down and out. They're hoping that you're just as sad, right? They're not sad. They're pissed. They're hoping that you are sad with the Ace of Cups, that you're going through it emotionally. Okay, so emotional depression, okay, not able to date, or not able to get on your feet emotionally, right? That's what they're hoping for. That's prime time for this person. They're also hoping that you are ruminating, okay, as obsessed as they are. Now, even though this person is not sad, they are fucking pissed, and they are obsessed. They are obsessing over this. They are obsessing over this. See, near the end, I thought it said never end. So you were always looking for the end game, right? For things to change, for the uptick, for the payout, the harvest. And this person, in their mind, they set it up just so this would never end. But then you ended it, or you will. I will never be the same. Sounds like a personal problem to me, bitch. I never claim to be perfect. Don't that sound like something that they would say? This is to get you to stay on the merry-go-round, right? It's like they mix in a little bit of logic with emotion, and it's all a lie. This person tricks people into investing in them, into wasting their time, their resources, their money, their energy, and they seek to feed off of you. Okay? It's definitely giving vulture. Energy, I don't get energy vampire. I get vulture. Because this person doesn't really give a fuck about your energy, okay? They don't. They want to feed off of you in general, period, point blank. They may actually thrive when you are not feeling well, when you're sad, when you're emotional, whatever those emotions might be. They want them all. Sadness, depression, happiness, love. Okay, they want all of it. We have a mistake in the reverse that goes in the center, so they don't feel like they've made a mistake, and they are definitely coming in to converse with you. I do feel like this is the pathway in which they're going to try to take. Now, a lot of you have already moved on, of course, right? And it's like, girl, you ain't saying nothing but a word. I already knew this, right? Like, I'm never going to go back. What I'm saying is this person has ulterior motives. I do not trust them. I do not trust this person. What are their fears? Queen of Pentacles, that you're strong. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, that you've gotten on your feet. That you've healed. That you're confident. That you're disciplined enough to say fuck off. That is one of their greatest fears, is your strength. And your intuition. Your intuition is what got you out of this, or what will get you out of this, because the climb is never ending. The climb never ends. That's how they set up the play. So the only way you get out of this is to let it take your loss, right? Take a loss and walk away and intuitively know that you're not missing out on anything. But this person wants to convince you that the fortune is at the top. The fortune is at the top. The fortune is at the top. Well, when the fuck do we get to the top? When, ma'am, sir, brusses, when do we get to the top? Never, bitch. Never. And here they come. Very confidently, this one. This one is confident. Look. We're soulmates. Okay? This is a divine pair on the table. It is a lie. I'm going to be very honest with you. I can't wait to see this person's karma. I do see where you're going, okay? Yeah, see? They're in fear of your Queen of Pentacles energy, and look what shows up right under it, okay? But this energy right here, this Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, gender doesn't matter. This is just energy. Comes upon your healing with the Six of Swords. It comes upon you moving away from this frequency-wise entirely, okay? Creating a barricade. That's when this energy presents itself. So depending on where you are in your healing journey will determine how close in proximity this person is to you, okay? And how much of your emotions are still invested. It's going to be different for all of you, and there's no judgment. This is for you to prepare yourself mentally. See, Tower. This is going to be a shocking resurgence, you guys. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse, so they want to heal things, right? And we have the Six of Cups, right? Oh my gosh. Six of Cups is reconciliation. And what is the why? For what? To get you back on this heel. Did I not say that? To pull this bulldozer uphill. And it would be voluntary, unfortunately. This says voluntary challenges. We're soulmates. The bond is unbreakable. And the way that they will set this Two of Cups up and this Six of Cups does have people, that's why there's no judgment. It does have people in the mindset of feeling conflicted. It feels awful. It feels terrible. What they're telling you is relationships are work. Relationships are a battle. Relationships are you're supposed to thug it out, ride and die, ride and die, ride and die. And it puts you in a position to feel like what to do. Do I walk away from this and risk somebody else getting my 10 of Cups? I gotta relax. I got to relax. You got to relax, girl. You got to relax. I knew I didn't want to touch this shit. We're going over to an extended, okay? I'm gonna really dig in over there. Let's see what they're hoping for, okay? I want to know the hopes of this individual. I also would like to know what are their intentions moving forward, even though I have a good idea. I do. Let's see if there have been any changes on their end. Okay, as this could be past energy, this person could, of course, reach their own tower moment in their own karmic cycle prior to making their resurgence towards you. So I will not leave any stone left unturned. I will look. I'll look to see if they've gone through their own transformation. Okay, let's also see what karma. Yeah. That's prime time. Get your popcorn, baby. I want to know what karma this person is facing currently and that they will be facing in the near future. I want to know what exactly it looks like in detail, in color, not black and white, but I want to know. They got a lot of fucking nerve, this one. I also want to know what lessons were needing to be learned here by you. Okay. This is going to be a prime time, inquiry. This is going to let you know if you've learned this lesson and how far along you are beyond this. So this person cannot get anywhere near you. Physically, energetically, communicatively, none of the above. Okay? If that's what you want, right? It's still free will. I just don't trust this energy, you guys. I have to go with my intuition. I also want to know what the next steps of this individual is going to be, so that you could fully prepare yourself. And then we will look at the best possible outcome, okay? Whether you decide to re-engage or go in the opposite direction, again, no judgment. I'll look at both of those outcomes. Let's see what blockages do you need to release on a subconscious level. And releasing these blockages are going to allow for you to be invisible, okay, to all toxic energy. In the next cycle, it's going to propel you beyond this cycle into the next cycle and make you invisible to all toxic and low vibrational energies. And then we're going to get right into new love. I'm so excited about that. Now I do feel like you're going to need a healing period of time, of course, before you delve into anything, but let's see what you have to look forward to. All right. I want to know who's coming in towards you. Only the good, only the new. What are the vibes like between you and this person? All right. What's the chemistry like in and out of the bedroom when that does happen? All right. Why are they single? According to them, according to the divine, and what do their exes have to say about them? We're going to really dig in and make sure you are investing properly and make sure that you are informed about who you are dealing with. Okay. What's the most attractive quality about this person? This will let you know who I'm talking about. And we'll also look to see what they find most attractive about you. All right. I also want to know, what does getting into a relationship really entail with this individual? Do they change? Do they switch up? Is it a lie? Right? Is it a trick? Is it trickery? Or is it a real thing? And then we're going to look at the potential outcome. All right. Potential to go to union or longevity. What is the potential for longevity in this newer connection? Lastly, we will get advice from your spirit guides and the divine in reference to how you can best show up for yourself energetically and physically, okay, and action-wise in order to bring to pass and materialize the manifestations of your heart's desires, those goals, those things that you are wishing to acquire. How can you get that to happen like yesterday? All right, let's go on over. I'm going to put the link down below in the description box, but first click that like button and the subscribe button. Look in the description box for the extended reading link, and I'm going to see y'all over there. Lego.